You ever sit in silence and feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, knowing no one's coming to save you? That moment when your phone is dry, the world's quiet, and your heart is heavy, that's when it hits you. You're alone. And it hurts, but here's the truth. It's in that silence, that emptiness, where your strength is forged. No one's going to hand you purpose, hand you respect, or hand you power. You build it. You earn it. Pain is your fuel. Rejection, your fire. While others run from solitude, you embrace it because you understand that loneliness isn't weakness. It's the training ground of the relentless. Every champion, every warrior, every king was once alone, grinding in the dark, building in silence, with no applause, just the sound of their own will screaming, "Keep going." When life tries to break you, smile. You're not broken. You're being reborn. Every day you wake up alone, but hungry, determined, unshakable. You grow. Remember, people follow strength, not sympathy. Stand tall. Let your scars speak. Let your discipline roar. Be the man who stood alone and became unbreakable. Alone, yes, but never defeated. Most people fear solitude. They run from it, drown it out with distractions, surround themselves with noise, company, validation, anything to avoid facing the reality of being alone. But solitude, true solitude, is where strength is born. It's where discipline is chiseled out of discomfort and where greatness is silently forged. In the absence of external support, when there's no applause, no encouragement, and no one watching, that's when you meet your real self. And most can't handle that confrontation because in solitude, there's no one to blame, no excuses, just you, your choices, and your ability to endure. Weak men crumble there, strong men rise. Solitude strips away illusion. It exposes your weaknesses, magnifies your flaws, and shoves them in your face. And in that raw exposure, you have two options: run from the truth or conquer it. If you're truly committed to becoming something more, you embrace solitude. You make it your ally. Because in that space where others quit, where others feel abandoned, you sharpen your focus, build unshakable discipline, and develop mental toughness that no one can take from you. No one's holding your hand. No one's waking you up in the morning. No one's forcing you to show up day after day. That's on you. Every rep in the gym, every page read, every plan executed in silence, it all adds up to power. Not the kind of power handed out in soft words and comfort. Real power, inner power, earned. Most will never taste that kind of strength because they chase comfort, but comfort breeds weakness. Solitude, when accepted, becomes the training ground of kings. In silence, you learn to command yourself. When the world is against you, when you're doubted, ignored, overlooked, you become immune. You stop needing validation and you start moving with purpose. You realize no one owes you anything. No one's coming to fix your life. That's your job. And the man who can stand alone with clarity and discipline is the most dangerous kind of man there is because he can't be broken. He's not controlled by approval or fear of being alone. He thrives in the silence where others fall apart. Solitude is not a punishment. It's a gift. It's the purest form of freedom and the crucible in which discipline is born. When you choose to suffer in silence, to grind without recognition, to keep pushing without a hand on your back, that's where you evolve. And once you've built that fortress within yourself, no one can take it away. Your strength becomes real, your discipline unshakable. So don't fear solitude, seek it. Welcome it, let it harden you, sharpen you, and mold you into someone who can stand in any storm untouched. Because solitude doesn't make you weak. It reveals the unstoppable force you can become. Pain, rejection, and silence. These are the forces that shape you into someone the world cannot break. Everyone wants strength, but few are willing to go through what it truly takes to earn it. People avoid discomfort, flee from pain, and see rejection as failure. But those who rise, those who dominate, they see these things differently. They welcome the struggle because they understand this truth. Nothing worth having comes without sacrifice. Pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every time you feel pain, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, you're being tested. Life is asking you a simple question. How bad do you want it? The weak fold under that pressure. They look for a way out, but the relentless ones, they push forward. They use pain as fuel, as a reminder that they are alive, that they are fighting, that they are growing. Pain is not there to destroy you, it's there to sharpen you. Rejection, too, is part of the path. People will doubt you, they'll tell you you're not good enough, opportunities will slip away, doors will close in your face, and most people will take that as a sign to give up. But rejection is just another test. It's life's way of saying, prove me wrong. It's a call to get better, to get stronger, to work harder. Every no you hear should echo in your mind as a challenge. How will you respond? The relentless man doesn't crumble when he's rejected. He becomes obsessed. Obsessed with growth, with improvement, with becoming undeniable. You don't beg for acceptance. You make yourself so sharp, so prepared, so dominant that the world has no choice but to take notice. And when you finally get that yes, after all the rejection, it means something. You earned it. And then there's silence. The nights where you're grinding alone, when no one's watching, no one's clapping, no one's offering support. That silence can be deafening, but it's necessary because in silence, there are no distractions, just you and your willpower. You can either fall apart in that silence or you can find your inner voice, the one that says, keep going. That voice is everything. It becomes your greatest weapon. In silence, you learn self-mastery. You develop the kind of discipline that doesn't rely on external motivation. You start to move with intention because you've realized no one's coming to push you. It's on you. Every early morning, every late night, every lonely moment, it's building something inside you, something unbreakable. So understand this. Pain, rejection, and silence aren't curses. They're the path. They separate the weak from the unstoppable. They're the tests that forge your mindset into steel. And once you've endured them, once you've embraced them, you become someone who can't be shaken, relentless, focused, and dangerous. This is the process. This is how you win. Not by avoiding the hard moments, but by dominating them. Let them mold you. Let them elevate you. Become relentless. Validation is the addiction that keeps most people weak. They live their lives seeking approval, likes, praise, recognition from people who don't care, from people who don't matter. They crave attention because they don't have the inner strength to trust themselves. But here's the truth most won't accept. You don't need anyone to approve of your path, your goals, your grind. If you're waiting for permission to chase greatness, you'll wait forever. Real strength comes when you stop needing validation and start acting in silence with purpose. Your resilience, your persistence in the face of doubt, your ability to keep going when no one's clapping, that's what will define your legacy. Most people are terrified of judgment. They let the opinions of others dictate their decisions, their actions, even their dreams. But understand this, no one can see your vision the way you do. No one understands the fire inside you, and they're not supposed to. It's yours. The more you rely on others to validate it, the more you give away your power. Weak people wait for support. Strong people create results. They let their work speak. They let their actions echo through time. That's how you become legendary, not through applause, but through impact. Resilience is built when you get up again and again, despite the setbacks, despite the silence, despite the criticism. It's easy to keep going when everyone believes in you, but that's not where greatness is built. It's built in the dark, when no one's watching, when no one believes in you but you. That's when character is formed. That's when legacies are born. When people doubt you, good, let them. Let their doubt be fuel. Let it remind you that you are the one in control, not them, not their words, not their opinions, just you, your grind, your discipline, your drive. Legacy is not about popularity, it's about impact. Years from now, it won't matter how many people liked your photos, how many compliments you collected, or how often you were told good job. What will matter is what you built, who you became, and what you left behind. That's defined by action. Relentless, consistent, disciplined action. Every day you show up. Every time you push through without recognition, you're stacking bricks for a legacy that will outlive applause. You're proving that strength isn't loud, it's unshakable. You don't need anyone to clap for you. You need to win. You need to keep grinding until the results are undeniable. So stop chasing validation. Start chasing greatness. Stand tall in your solitude. Trust your vision and move like a warrior. Focused, disciplined, unstoppable. Let others talk. Let them doubt. You keep building. Let your resilience be your voice. Let your results be your answer. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, let your legacy speak for itself. One day, when it's all over, When the noise fades and the world forgets the small things people cared about, only one question will remain. Did you become the man you were meant to be? Not the man others wanted, not the man society approved of, but the one who stood tall, alone if needed, and carved his own path with blood, sweat, and relentless action. You don't need to be liked. You don't need to be understood. You need to be respected by yourself first. Every time you kept going, every time you rose after falling, every time you worked in silence when no one believed in you, you were writing your legacy, not with words, but with action. Let your life scream what you stood for. Let your results echo long after you're gone. The world remembers warriors, not beggars. And you, through pain, through rejection, through silence, through your refusal to break, you became unbreakable. So keep moving forward, not for applause, not for attention, but because you refuse to be ordinary, because your soul demands more. Stand alone if you must, but stand strong. That's the legacy no one can take from you. Alone, but powerful. Alone, but relentless. Alone, but undefeated.